Jasmine M. wants to know the current opinion that the UK general public has of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Can you speak on behalf of your fellow countrymen?
Well, I have a very different view to a lot of people. And on the show that I do at home, Loose Women, I'm like the only person who flies the Harry and Meghan flag. And I don't know them. I've met a few of the royals over the years, but I've never met them. But I just think that the amount of bullying by the press, British and American, that woman gets. Remember, she was in those rooms, a lot of them, you know, as a young black American woman. She had a big voice in UNICEF and in the United Nations. She was in a lot of those rooms before Harry. And I just kind of try to fly the flag a bit. You've got to remember that this is a boy who was, you know, was forced at 12 years old to walk behind his mother's coffin. You know, his dad had been unfaithful. And he grew up in that world. And I think for him to want to say his piece is something quite admirable. And so I kind of think that they're in love. He's never been unfaithful to her. You know, the abuse she got for saying that she was mentally ill. I suffered severe postnatal depression, hospitalized after I had Matthew. So I really empathize and sympathize with somebody who was open about that. And she got ridiculed and hated. It's like, what has she really done?
Right.
You know? And every single day she is battered. So I just...
Good answer. Good answer.
My credit totally goes to Denise Welch, the fiery Loose Women star, who is an unapologetic champion for Prince Harry and Meghan, refusing to stay quiet about the royal family's dysfunction and the vicious UK tabloid machine that's been relentless in its attacks on the couple since they broke free from Buckingham Palace. She's firmly Team Sussex, insisting Harry did nothing wrong by walking away from a family that's been a nightmare for him. Before we continue, dear viewers, hit that like and subscribe button for you to get more stories like these. Let's unpack why Denise is backing Harry and Meghan, why she's got no time for King Charles, his wife Camilla, Mr. Perfect William, and Little Miss Wimbledon Kate, and why she's calling out the hypocrisy of a system that expects Harry to just suck it up after a lifetime of trauma. Imagine being 12 years old, your world collapsing in an instant. Your mother, the person you love most, is ripped away in a tragic accident. The paparazzi, who hounded her for years, played a role in her death. The royal family, who never fully embraced her, move on like it's just another day. Then your dad marries the woman he cheated on your mum with, the same woman who was part of the chaos that shattered your family. Now the world expects you to smile, wave, and play the perfect prince as if none of it ever happened. That's not a hypothetical. That's Harry's life. It's no surprise he said, "Enough is enough," and left with Meghan by his side. The royal family and their media cronies want to paint him as the problem, but anyone with a heart can see why he had to break free. Let's talk about the royal family, because the narrative they've let fester is that Harry and Meghan are the troublemakers, the rebels who dared to disrupt the perfect royal image. Charles, now sitting on the throne, was complicit in making Diana's life a living hell. His affair with Camilla wasn't just a personal betrayal. It was a public humiliation for Diana, and by extension for Harry and William. Yet Charles gets to waltz into his kingship with Camilla by his side, while Harry's branded the villain for wanting out. That's hypocrisy at its finest. The royal family expects loyalty no matter how much pain they've caused, and Harry's refusal to play along has them clutching their pearls. Then there's Camilla, rebranded as the nation's kindly queen consort, as if her role in Diana's pain never existed. The royal PR machine has worked overtime to polish her image, but for Harry, Camilla isn't just a stepmother. She's a walking reminder of the betrayal that broke his childhood. Expecting him to play happy families with her is like asking him to erase his mother's memory. The royal family wants to sweep their dirty laundry under the rug, but Harry's not obligated to forgive and forget just to keep the monarchy's facade intact. The fact that the public is expected to buy this polished version of Camilla while Harry's vilified for speaking his truth is honestly infuriating. And don't even get started on Mr. Perfect William and Little Miss Wimbledon Kate. The media loves to prop them up as the golden couple, the flawless future of the monarchy, while Harry and Meghan are dragged through the mud. William, with his carefully curated image of the dutiful son, gets a free pass to play the hero, even as he's reportedly iced out his own brother. Kate, always poised and smiling at Wimbledon or wherever the cameras are, is the poster child for keep calm and carry on. But the double standard is glaring. Why is it okay for William and Kate to toe the royal line, while Harry and Meghan are crucified for wanting a life on their own terms? It's as if the royal family and their media allies are punishing Harry for daring to think for himself, while William and Kate get a gold star for playing the game. Diana's death is at the heart of this, and honestly, the truth about it is even darker than most admit. She was the people's princess, but to the royal family, she was a problem. Too outspoken, too independent, too unwilling to play by their rules. The official story is that Diana died in a tragic car accident, caused by paparazzi chasing her through a Paris tunnel. But let's be real. Something doesn't add up. The accident, fueled by the relentless pursuit of photographers, was just one piece of a larger royal plot. Even after the crash, it took hours for Diana to reach a hospital, hours during which she could have been saved. By the time she got there, she was already gone. This wasn't just a tragic mishap, it smells like a cover-up, a convenient way to silence a woman who was a threat to the monarchy's control. Harry was only 12 when he lost her, and that trauma has shaped every step of his life. The royal family did little to protect her, and now they expect Harry to act like it never happened. That's not just cruel, it's honestly obscene. The UK media's obsession with tearing down Harry and Meghan is, honestly, just another infuriating layer. The tabloids have made it their mission to paint Meghan as the villain, the manipulative American who supposedly stole Harry from his family. But never mind that Harry was already disillusioned with royal life long before Meghan entered the picture. Never mind that Meghan, a successful actress and philanthropist, gave up her career and privacy to join a family that never fully welcomed her. The press has spun a narrative that's equal parts sexist and racist, jumping on every minor detail of her career and privacy to join a family that never fully welcomed her. The press has spun a narrative that's equal parts sexist and racist, jumping on every minor detail, a curtsy that's not deep enough, a dress that's too bold, and somehow turning it into a front-page scandal. Meanwhile, William and Kate can do no wrong, even when they're dodging questions about their privilege or their role in the family's dysfunction. The hypocrisy is staggering, and honestly, it's no wonder Harry and Meghan had to get out. Harry and Meghan is about recognizing their humanity. They're not just royals. They're a couple trying to build a life for themselves and their kids, Archie and Lilibet. Harry's been open about his mental health struggles, his grief over his mother, and the toll royal life took on him. Meghan's been candid about the suicidal thoughts she faced while pregnant, trapped in a system that offered no support. Walking away wasn't just a choice, it was survival. The royal family might want to pretend it's all about duty and tradition, but honestly, it's a dysfunctional dynasty that chews up and spits out anyone who doesn't conform. The fact that Harry and Meghan were stripped of titles, patronages, and even security after stepping back, despite known threats, shows just how vindictive the institution can be. The backlash only proves the point. The moment Harry and Meghan stepped back, the knives came out. The royal family didn't just let them go, they punished them, trying to make an example out of them for daring to defy the system. But Harry and Meghan are thriving in California, building their Archewell Foundation, raising their kids, and telling their story on their own terms. From their Oprah interview to Harry's memoir Spare, they've refused to be silenced. Why should they stay quiet when the royal family and tabloids have spent years trying to control their narrative? They're not perfect, but they're real. And honestly, that's more than enough. The defense of Harry and Meghan is a rebellion against a royal family and media machine that thrive on secrecy and control. King Charles, Camilla, William and Kate might be content to play their roles in a system that demands blind loyalty, but Harry and Meghan are done with it. Harry's decision to walk away was an act of courage, not betrayal. He's a man who lost his mother to a system that failed her, who watched his wife suffer under the same pressures, and who chose love and freedom over, well, a gilded prison. The royal family might want to paint themselves as the victims, but the real victims are clear, and Harry and Meghan have every right to fight for their peace. So what do you really think happened to Princess Diana, folks? Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments section.